Rolling.
Awesome. Hey everyone, this is Lori with JFrog, and I'm here with Richard from XDev.
Hey Laurie, how you doing?
I'm good. So why don't you tell us a little bit about XDev and what you do?
Hey, my name is Richard and I work with a company called XDev. It's a small company in Germany. We do developer tools and also lead the JUG Oberpfalz, so the Java user group in Oberpfalz, Germany, Bavaria. And yeah, I'm glad to be here with you.
Okay, so we met yesterday at the JUG Leader Summit here at DevNexus. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the summit and what you hope to get out of it?
Yeah, sure. So the summit yesterday was great. It was a summit for all the JUG leaders all around the world, so this is a great thing. Thank you to Pratik and Vincent for setting this up here at DevNexus. So this is a great opportunity to meet other JUG leaders and talk about Java community work and how it's different and the same at the same time in like all around the world. So this was a great opportunity. Thank you for that.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about your conference?
Yeah, I've got a conference running. I'm a co-organizer of JCon Europe, so we're trying to do an equally nice conference as DevNexus is in Europe. It's a community conference called JCon Europe, and our special thing is we give away free tickets to the Java community. So if you are in a JUG, check out our website and try to come to Cologne and get a free ticket for JCon Europe.
So why is it important for people to meet in person when the world went virtual?
I know that you lead the virtual JUG, so it's hard to talk to you about that, but yeah, absolutely. Like this conversation, you just stumble into people, you talk about things you never thought about talking to, and in the virtual space it's always hard because there are always like multiple people listening and you don't have like the confidence, and maybe you have like a project or a problem that bothers you and you don't feel confident like talking about that specific problem online because you never know if there's a recording or something like that. So I'm from Europe, so data security, data protection is very important to us, and we're a little bit anxious about all that. So it's great to have like a conversation with a human about like the problems we have. And I always think of this like an AA meeting, you know. So you can get it off your chest, and most of the time you get responses like, "Oh, we had the same problem," or "I feel the same," and it's always good to like feel that empathy and see that people struggle with like the same things you do, and this gives you a lot of confidence going forward and facing the problems you have like in your day-to-day job.
Yeah, I think what you mentioned a lot too is what I find valuable is the hallway track. So
Absolutely.
I want to know about the sessions that you're really excited about, but I think the value of being at conferences like this and the JUG Summit yesterday was that it was just like a big hallway track where you get to have those sort of interpersonal experiences, share those things. And I like how you said that it's not recorded so that you have the ability to speak freely. And you know, maybe in otherwise you would be embarrassed to admit to certain things or to share certain things. So I think that's super cool. But now tell me about the tracks and why we should go.
So about JCon Europe, right?
Yeah, JCon Europe.
So the content will be very similar to DevNexus. So if you're at DevNexus, you already did a lot of things right. So we have content on like basic Java topics, which are beginner things. So this is also something that we all learned in the discussion we had something at Java 1. There was also kind of like a Java Leaders Summit where we also talked a lot about how Java needs to be transported to like younger generations of developers and how we can make it more accessible. And that's something that we really took to heart for JCon Europe. So we explicitly said in the CFP that people should submit for like beginner topics so we can bring on the next generation, because not everybody that attends a conference is like a senior dev that has seen everything and just wants to know about the newest, shiniest, like best new thing that is coming up.
Right.
But also like beginner topics where we start with Java basics like streams, we do serialization, we do Maven stuff a lot, so like what does your build chain look like basic things that you can get started. And then of course we have the cutting edge stuff. We got a lot of talks about like ChatGPT and AI stuff coming up, so fancy things. And I don't know how current like the abstracts are, because this field is so fast moving. And I actually right now I'm missing a talk from Marcus Hellberg. He's here. He will be at JCon Europe too, and he just included in his talk like last minute a ChatGPT chat feature because he thought, okay, this is now possible, so he just did it. And this is also great to learn how fast people innovate with their talks.
Yeah, I think that's the scary thing, right? Is that by the time you submit and then get to a conference, like you really need to re-look at all of your slides and update them to make sure that you are like present and like doing the most important stuff. Okay, so if you're in Europe, JCon Europe, which the dates?
Oh, it's in from 20th of June to the 23rd of June, so it's in the summer. It's very cool, and we host this in a really nice multiplex cinema, and where we have really large screens, and we have a very nice area around the cinema where you can go out and have a lunch in the open. So this is really great.
Website?
jcon.one, and from there you can find your way.
Awesome. So again, check out Richard, check out JCon. Thank you for being here with us at the Speakeasy. Thank you to DevNexus, and yeah, we're out.
Thank you, Lori.